Hi everyone. So I think we can expect to see further changes in both the collective and in our personal experiences as we go forward into the autumn. Whatever we've been focusing on now, the energies that we've been creating, the observations that we've been making about our reality are kind of they're all going to start coming together and really sending out that frequency through this time energetically. And it'll be in the autumn that we start to see much of the energies from that manifestation come into fruition. So do be aware of your thought patterns, and also the thoughts that you have are going to create emotions, and it's the emotions that really send out the frequency and shift your vibration. So if you are feeling emotions that are low, that you're feeling depressed or anxious or fearful, sad, whatever, try and just find the moments that you can be grateful for, whether it's small things. If it's difficult for you, just take baby steps, but every moment that kind of gives you a feeling of lightness, pay attention to that and focus your energy into that. And if you're having a lot of that, if you're feeling a lot of flow state at the moment, then really focus on it. Allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to be really grateful for how everything is moving forward and you feel like it's going in the way that you want it to. Don't shift your focus onto external events that might be negative. That it's not going to serve you and it's not going to serve anything else, because all you're going to do is create more of that vibration. Focus on the things that bring you joy, that make you feel grateful, and then in the autumn you're really going to start to see, I think, quite high levels of manifestation, which will carry through into 2025. As we experience more of those kind of energies moving through the planet, you can bring yourself into a real state of abundance as we move forward into the next year. So this kind of last section of this year, we will probably see and experience a lot of chaos on the kind of world stage, on the bigger platform, because there are so many of us having to let go and release things that don't serve us anymore. And much of that, how we experience that, is to do with how we interact with it at the time. And the viewpoint that we have on our circumstances, whether we can see them as opportunities of growth or whether we see them as something that is just destabilizing and we don't know how to cope with it. Pretty much any change that you go through is an opportunity for growth. But that doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to see that at the time until you start to learn to tune in and kind of have that introspection. And this time with Mercury in retrograde is a good time for tuning into that. But just kind of coming back to the initial thought on that, is that you really will start to see those changes and those shifts happening in your reality as we move into autumn. So just be aware of your vibration and your state and what you're thinking about, what you're feeling, and what you're creating through your own emotions, which are portals of energy. Essentially, they're kind of sending information, receiving it back, and through the frequency that they put out, you create a kind of portal, you create a gateway into a new frequency. So really watch what you're thinking and feeling, and do your best to acknowledge gratitude and joy if that's what you want to experience more of as we go into autumn and into the next coming year.